A few years ago I wanted to make money online, so I started posting YouTube shorts and I had no idea what was about to happen. 500 euros a day, millions of views and a play button I've dreamed of for a long time. But the best part, helping my friend who didn't have a job start earning money too. So today, instead of spitting boring information that you've heard from hundreds of videos already, I will show you how I got new channel from 0 to 500 euros a day by doing the same process of creating new channel, finding viral niche, uploading videos, everything step by step from my point of view, so you could replicate and start getting similar results. And at the end we will see if the channel I started during the video will blow up too. To start off, I want to make sure you have proof that I actually made this money, because most of the so-called YouTube millionaires are fooling you. They show you analytics and switch the currency to make everything look real, but what they don't show you is that most of the time they don't even own the channels. They pay other people to give them viewer access, which means they can see the analytics and flex numbers that aren't really theirs. So to quickly prove to you, here are some of my analytics. Some of the channels are successful and some are just there to warm things up. So I asked a friend to give me viewer access to his channel so I could show you what it looks like. And as you can see, there's a small label, you're a viewer, next to the subscriber count. But as you can see, none of the other channels I have the viewer access label. Not even the one I recently blew up, which as you can see in November was making from 200 euros all the way to almost 600 euros a day when I was posting consistently. So as you can see, this is the channel and it doesn't have the viewer access label, or how should I call it. So without wasting time, let's show you how I start short form channels that make money. The first thing I always do before starting a channel is looking at a bunch of channels on YouTube and finding banger niches among all the bad ones. And the first mistake people make during this step is picking it purely based on numbers and views. Why? Well, to answer the question, let me show you my process of how I separate good niches from bad ones. First, I open YouTube in incognito mode and start scrolling. When I see something that isn't faceless or something I wouldn't or couldn't create, I skip it immediately. That way YouTube learns not to recommend that kind of content to me. In the beginning, I usually get recommended some strange or cringe content, so I keep skipping until my feed starts showing content that actually looks promising. And here we go, this is the first channel I might be able to recreate. Now, when I find a short with a lot of views in a potentially good niche, I always think twice. Can I create this myself and can I make it even better? Or put my own twist? I can't expect to jump in with lower quality and win here. Yes guys, surprise surprise, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. Don't expect to just spam 30 AI videos and make money with YouTube Shorts. Next, I ask the most important question, is the niche evergreen? For example, there are tons of AI bunny channels and similar trends that get a few viral hits and then die out because people lose interest. That type of AI content is very repetitive and it's just hard to come up with new, fresh, viral ideas in these type of niches. What I'm looking for is something people care and will care about for years. That's why this movie niche channel is a great example. People loved movies years ago, they love them now and they love them in the future. So the demand for movie facts, secrets and similar content isn't going to disappear. Another factor I look at is whether I'll have unlimited viral ideas in this niche. Because if I run out of ideas after the first month, it's a waste of time and I'll end up having to start a new channel all over again. So again, niches like this one that I found right now is good because there's always something fresh in movie industry. For example, when Minecraft movie came out, the movie recap channels took the opportunity and got a lot of views and money. The same is with, for example, football channels when the big tournaments like World Cup or Euro Cup happens. So the final step I do here is I check whether the niche has a big audience. I look at how many monthly views the channel gets, how many views the most popular videos gets, and how consistently the channel pulls views. If a channel has at least 30 million monthly views, averages around 500k to 1 million views consistently, and still gets a few big bangers once in a while, then I consider it a good niche. With this channel that I spotted, we can see that it exceeds expectations. Almost 120 million views in a month, which would be $10,000 with a lower end 18 cents RPM. We can also see that this channel uploaded only 15 shorts this month. And that's very good sign for me as a new potential creator, because I already know how I will beat my competitors by uploading more. Now, if you wonder why you can't see all the channel analytics inside YouTube, is because YouTube doesn't offer this feature. So I use the vidIQ extension, and they are not sponsoring me, but if you want to download it and explore everything the extension can do, I left the link in the description. So now that I found my niche, a very important step that many people skip is doing research. If you don't do this, you're digging a hole for yourself, because this is the cheat code to making outstanding videos consistently. And it's one of the main reasons my new channels blow up. So here's how I do it step by step. First, I try to find as many similar channels as possible. There are a few ways to do this, but the fastest way I use when I find good niche like this one is to type similar keywords in the search bar. In this case, I searched keywords like movie recap, movie fails, movie secrets, and I also started targeting specific movies with keywords like Minecraft movie fails, and just like that, in a few minutes I found 5 channels posting in the same niche. However, all of them post content a bit differently. Some post movie facts, some focus on behind the scenes moments, and others uncover secrets that most people don't notice when watching the movie. Now that I have these channels, it's important for me to see what they post and expand the circle over time. That's why on my channel, where I will post movie videos, I will subscribe to these channels, and from now on I will only subscribe to and watch content that's related to my niche. That way I get inspiration and I'm always updated on what's getting views. But the research isn't over yet. What most people still forget is to understand why viral videos on these channels go viral in the first place. That's why I always open their viral videos and study what's been working recently. As an example, I'm taking this 11 million views short called 3 times movie bloopers were too good to cut, and analyzing every detail to show you what I found. The video starts with an eye-catching clip to hook viewers not only with the voice but also with the visuals. On top of that, all of the movie bloopers include famous actors or movies, and it even has a bit of rage bait. The creator purposely called the Wednesday series Thursday to spark engagement in the comments, and it worked perfectly. Ideally, you could do the niche blending method. You can take inspiration and the pattern from this channel and use everything for a channel in a different niche. That way you bring fresh but proven to work content to a new audience and also have way bigger chance to blow up. For example, there's a shorts channel that posts 3D history content. Another creator didn't copy everything or stay in the exact same niche. He analyzed the pattern and the structure, then applied it to the fitness niche. That way he didn't have to compete with an already established channel, and that's why it is very important to do research. However, good research is nothing if your video sucks. So after doing all those steps, it's finally time to create the first video on the channel. Since it's my first upload, I don't want to overthink it. I'm also going to make a video about 3 movie bloopers. However, the bloopers will be different and I wrote a few criteria for them. So I'm looking for bloopers that have famous actor, that are from famous movie, or have rage bait potential, like the Wednesday Thursday example. And after some searching, I found 3 bloopers that each fit one of those criteria. A Harry Potter blooper for the famous movie category, Django Unchained for the famous actor category, and My Cousin Vinny for rage bait. Since it has the same actor people associate with Home Alone, I'm going to call it Home Alone and see if that helps the video to blow up. However, this alone won't help. It's the editing and the decisions we make there that decide whether a video blows up or not. You see, in order to have a viral video, we need a good swipe rate and good average view duration. Of course, there are a lot of other small factors that add up and create a viral video. And I talk about those in my Discord group and in my free YouTube Shorts PDF, which you can download by joining my newsletter in the description. But the most important ones are obviously AVD and swipe rate, and you can improve both in your editing software by using a few simple tricks. First of all, I want to grab people's attention immediately when they see the video. That's why I generated a clip of Leonardo DiCaprio picking his nose. Yeah, it looks insane, but that's what we are looking for and trying to create. That's why I'll use this frame as the very first one. Now, to keep them watching, a good script is important, but it's just as important to have a clear, fast-paced voiceover. If you don't want to use your own voice, you can generate an AI voiceover through websites like ElevenLabs. Just make sure you don't use the same generic AI voice that everyone else uses, because you have to stand out. To make it fast-paced, I cut all the silent gaps in the voiceover. You can't let your viewers get bored because it's super easy for them to swipe away, so remove the silent gaps in your voiceover. Second, I need to make sure the background music fits the vibe of the video and enhances the emotions. For this first video, I'll use the same background music my competitor used, since it's already proven to work, but most importantly, we'll add some sound effects to enhance feelings and create tension and anticipation. Risers, hits and booms are perfect for creating these emotions and making the videos more colorful. And you can find them on YouTube, but I use Epidemic Sounds because it's much easier to download and find good sound effects and music. So after putting everything together, I have this beautiful 29 seconds short.
3 movie bloopers that were too good to cut. In Harry Potter, when everyone stands to applaud Hagrid, Draco suddenly grabs Crabbe because the chubby kid forgot he wasn't meant to stand up. In Django Unchained, when Leonardo DiCaprio slammed the table, he accidentally cut his hand on a glass during a tense dinner scene, but instead of stopping, he stayed calm and in character. So much so that he casually pulled the shattered glass out of his arm like nothing happened. In Home Alone, when Marv Merchants knocks chess pieces, it was an accident, but the director loved the moment and actors' reactions and left it.
Now, if we don't want to bury our precious time and video among all the other zero view uploads, we need to have a warmed up channel. That means it's best if the channel is on an older Gmail account, has been used a bit to watch YouTube, and ideally has all the phone and video verifications done. When it comes to the uploading process, there's nothing special for me. I just upload, pick the right category, write a few tags in the description, and here the VidIQ extension helps me see which tags are relevant and even suggest some, and that's it. One more very important thing is to upload this content to all the different platforms, especially if you can monetize your content on TikTok. Because trust me, if you don't do it, someone else will download your video, upload it to TikTok and monetize your work without any effort. That's what happened to me on multiple channels when I was too lazy to upload my videos to TikTok. So I uploaded the video and now it's waiting time. We'll wait 24 hours because usually within that time frame YouTube starts pushing the short to some kind of audience, smaller or bigger. Okay, I'm here checking 2 hours after uploading and we can see that the short is starting to get pushed. You can see the swipe rate is only 50%, but there's nothing to worry about. This usually means YouTube hasn't found the right audience yet. I'm sure it will, because I think the hook is genuinely good. And as you can see, here's the video 6 hours after uploading. As you can see, it has this stairs pattern, which means the video was pushed to different audiences. And after the third push, it climbs more slowly, which probably means it finally found the right audience. Because before, the YouTube was just testing to different audience and how they react. As I said, the swipe rate increased, and for a first video, these statistics are great. Now the only thing left is to don't stop uploading for at least a month, upload at least 24 hours apart from the last video, and you'll get monetized and start earning. If the first channel won't succeed, create another one in a different niche and try again, and just don't give up because you will succeed. That's the way I succeeded, if we can call it success. I mean, I still have a lot of to reach, but I know there are a lot of people watching this video and dreaming just to be at least monetized. And I think even with this little success I have, I can help you. And if this information was valuable, I've also written a YouTube Shorts PDF book that you can get by joining my newsletter in the link in the description.